I am walking very slow today. I'm really hurting. Not real sure why. I mean, after a week of regular walking without any problems, I don't know why all of a sudden my feet and my legs are really hurting me. They're stiff, so stiff. Probably because I haven't been walking at all today. That's probably why, because it's 6:30 in the evening on Thursday, and I'm on my first walk for the day. This is walk number 11 toward my 100 walk goal. But I didn't do any other walking today because I didn't want to get all hot and sweaty, because I knew I'd be working in close proximity of a couple of people who were going to be giving me some training today for my new job that I started last week. And I've been in this new job for a week now, and I have not had a good day yet. I mean, not that all of them were horrible, but they weren't good. Because I was supposed to be getting training, and the people, or rather person who's supposed to be training me, I don't know, she's just not interested in training me. And then when she does try to give me a little guidance, she acts like, why don't you know this stuff? You should know this. Why did you take this job if you don't know how to do this? Well, I took the job because I was told I'd get the training that I need. So, anyway. But today was particularly bad because the person who was training me went off the deep end. She took a whole lot of offense because I asked her some questions about how to do my job. And they weren't, they shouldn't have been difficult questions, because I was asking her about things that she does all the time. And the reason why she's training me is because I'm supposed to be doing the same job that she's doing. So it's something that she does all the time. And I asked her how to do it, and she got mad at me. Almost like she thought I was accusing her of not knowing how to do her job. And so she just got up and walked away and disappeared for a while. And then when she came back to the office, she wouldn't say a word to me. So later, I tried to do as much work as I could without her guidance. And I did pretty well, but, after doing a few things, I thought, okay, I need to make this right somehow. And so I went to her office and I told her I wasn't trying to imply that you didn't know how to do your job by asking you questions. And she said, oh, I know. But then she said, I felt like I was being attacked. So apparently she's one of those people who, when you ask them questions, they automatically think that you're judging them. And this is this is not the first time that I've been in a situation where I've asked a person a question and they automatically feel like I'm judging them. When I'm asking a question, I'm not asking to judge. I'm asking because, I'm not implying anything by it. I'm asking because I need information. Or maybe I want to learn something. And it's not a judgment thing at all. And it's not a criticism at all. But, apparently she's one of those people who easily takes offense and jumps to conclusions. And she's so wound tight anyway. I recognized that from the first day. So, I was upset because she got mad at me for, I don't know, taking something I said the wrong way. I don't know. I mean, I didn't do anything to offend her. I think she just twisted things to make it offensive, and I have a feeling that she might be one of those people who does that all the time. So I'm not sure how well I'm going to do in this job, having to work so closely with a person like that. I mean, I don't know, because I've dealt with people like that before, and it never results in anything good. But you know, for now I have to stick it out. I have to stick it out because I have to keep a roof over my head and food on the table, and hopefully someday some decent clothes on my back and shoes on my feet that don't have holes in them. Okay, or at least, you know, that are comfortable to walk in. I mean, I have some shoes that don't have holes in them. Like right now I'm wearing these walking shoes, and they're not comfortable at all. And I have a couple pair of shoes, nice shoes to wear to work, and they aren't comfortable either. But I bought them because they look nice, and the only reason why I could buy them is because they were secondhand. And to be perfectly honest, one pair I didn't even buy. One pair my mom bought for me because she knew I needed shoes. So anyway, so I'm grateful to my mom for that, because that's the pair of shoes that I'm wearing to work almost every single day. But they are not comfortable to begin with. And then when you're working in a building where all the floors are cement, that just adds to the discomfort. So anyway, so when I got home today, I was just emotionally and mentally exhausted. And you know how when you're mentally exhausted, it makes you feel physically exhausted too. And truth is, I'm exhausted all the time anyway. But when you're mentally exhausted, or when I'm mentally exhausted, it just makes me feel all the more exhausted. And I got home thinking, I just don't have it in me to go for a walk. I just don't. But then I got to thinking, you know what? I deliberately didn't walk all day so I wouldn't get hot and sweaty, so I wouldn't offend people around me. And I've been looking forward to this walk all day. And I'll be darned if I'm gonna let somebody, I don't know, whose mind just isn't right, to ruin my entire day, and to prevent me from, achieving one important thing that I want to achieve. And it's not just, achieving my goal of 100 walks, but it's also achieving that daily walk, or twice a day walk, or whatever, or maybe it's once every 2 days, whatever it takes. I'm not going to let something like that prevent me from achieving what I need to achieve on my way to that final goal, which, won't be a final goal. Once I reach that goal, then I just set another goal. And right now, I'm still feeling confident that I'm going to reach that goal. What I'm not feeling confident about is me in this new job. You know, and the truth is, I applied for the job simply because I needed 12-month work in order to keep a roof over my head, to keep food on the table, and to pay minimal living expenses over the summer months. Because it's not something I can do with a 9-month job. And my previous job was a 9-month job, but it was a job that I loved. And the jobs are very different, even though they're both with the same employer. The jobs are very different, because my previous job was a human relations job where I spent time, building relationships with people and helping people and encouraging people and supporting people, and educating people to be the best versions of themselves, to help them, to motivate them to want to have goals and to want to achieve in life, and to want to do the amazing things that I know that they can do. And this job that I'm in right now, data processing. I mean, I have a window in my office with a great view. Okay, not that great, but it's a good view, and that's fantastic. But, I just got to thinking today, I don't think that's enough to make up for, the complete lack of match between me and this data processing job. It's not that I can't do it, because I can. I've got the skills to do it. I'm just, just learning how to process the things the way my employer wants it processed. But once I get it down, I'll probably be, I'll be the best at it. That's just, it sounds like bragging, but that's the way it is. Any job I've ever been in, you train me how to do it, and once I know how to do it, I'll do it better than anybody else. But that doesn't mean that I like it. That doesn't mean that that's what I want to do, and that doesn't mean that that's what fills my cup. Working with people and encouraging people and being a positive influence in the life of others, that fills my cup. Even if 6 months from now they don't remember who I am or anything about me, I still know that the interactions that I have with those people makes a difference. And I don't get that feeling with a data processing job. And I'm not saying that data processing isn't important, because in this day and age it absolutely is. But I'm a people person, and it's hard. It's hard for me not to do those things that fill my cup, that drive me. And it's helping people and making a difference that drives me. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing this. It's part of the reason why I'm recording my walks. Because maybe it might have a positive influence on somebody who watches these videos. That they might see these videos and say, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it. I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. Because that's what I'm about. I want to empower people. I want to empower people to be the best that they can be. To achieve every wonderful thing that life has in store for them. And I just don't feel like I can do that in a data processing job. Data doesn't fill my cup. People do. But I guess I just, I need to push through and do the best I can where I'm at. Do the best I can to bloom where I'm planted until God sees fit to uproot me and put me somewhere else where I can do the most good. And maybe that's why I am where I'm at right now. Maybe God has determined that this is where I can do the most good right now. And I can only hope. Anyway, I'm sorry that this video is such a downer. But again, I just want to share that you can be down and still push through and do the thing that you need to do. Even if it's just a little bit. For me, a 10-minute walk isn't much. I mean, it is and it isn't. Because I know it's not okay for me. I mean, it's really not a good idea for me to do more than 10 minutes. But I can get a lot of benefit out of 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, look at this shade. And look how I can actually walk underneath these trees on the sidewalk. And I don't have to bend or go around these trees. Isn't this wonderful? Holy cow, this is nice. I love the shade. I try to stay in the shade as much as possible because the sunshine, as much as I like to look at it, I like to see it. Being in it like I am now just drains the life out of me. And I don't have a whole lot of life anyway. So I don't need to have the life drained out of me. So I try to stay in the shade as much as possible. Alright. I'm sure it's probably been more than 10 minutes. And I really didn't want my videos to be that long, but so I apologize. And I hope you'll forgive me, but at the same time, I hope that my videos can be an encouragement to you. So again, this is walk number 11, and I'm looking forward to walk number 12, and I hope you will too. Thanks a lot and have a good night.